Hello, strangers, and welcome to a very strange new episode of Strange Lore. My name is Philip, and I am your strange master. And over me, as always, are wonderful players, Lauren and Liv. Say, don't be a stranger, players.
Don't be a stranger, players.
It wasn't one of my best, but it also somehow wasn't one of my worst. How's everyone doing out there tonight?
You should have said, "Don't be a stranger, danger."
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger, danger. Good.
Wonderful.
Tired from the Run Fair.
I want to talk about. Oh yeah, Run Fair. I'm going to talk for a second about a thing, just because I mentioned it and I just want to discuss it. So for various reasons, I've discovered that I've gone on a real deep dive of like fast food history for something I'm working on right now. Because apparently in Canada, and I want to be pointing out I'm not saying anything bad about Canada and haven't done, even when I was doing a borderline caricaturish French Canadian accent that I hope was mildly accurate and also not too mean. But anyway, in Canada, A&W is a much more prominent fast food restaurant, guys. Like the A&W chain. Like here in the US, we have A&W, All-American Food, and it's like maybe the level of Long John Silver's. Occasionally, you used to see an A&W, paired up with a KFC or a thing. No. In Canada, A&W, much bigger deal. But in Canada, there's an item on the menu called the Teen Burger, which I find a very interesting name. Now, they also have the Mama Burger, the Papa Burger, the Grandpa Burger.
Oh, okay. That's a little less weird.
They used to have a Baby Burger. Now it's the Buddy Burger. They
do have a Baby Burger.
Oh, it's also the Baby Burger? Okay.
Yes.
And they have the Uncle Burger and the Grandpa Burger, and they used to have a Grandma Burger. But they have a Teen Burger. And the Teen Burger, and also everyone who, like, Lauren was looking at the Teen Burger and said that she wants to try a Teen Burger. But
it looks good.
But the Teen Burger comes, the Teen Burger is a patty, cheddar cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, and teen sauce.
Teen sauce?
It's teen sauce. But not only that, teen sauce is apparently so popular that they, like, the Mama Burger and the Papa Burger now have teen sauce on them.
Oh, and the cheddar bacon Uncle Burger.
Put some teen sauce on my cheddar bacon Uncle Burger. There's also a double teen burger. That's double teen, not double team burger. But if they had a team burger, oh my god, what if they had a burger that was like what you're supposed to get after like a baseball game? It's like, meet the team burger. And then you have the double team burger.
Why?
Good stuff.
But anyway, the teen burger.
I'm so happy that exists.
The teen burger does look very good.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking this up.
And there used in the US in like the 50s and 60s, there used to be all of these on the US menu. I think in the 70s.
Yeah, because the US menu only has the Papa Burger.
Yeah. Oh, interesting that they kept that one. But the point is, the US and Canada diverged in the 70s when it comes to A&W, because the owner said from now on you're only using the bear, because there's a bear mascot for A&W. He's like a bear, and he's got a sweat.
Isn't A&W just root beer?
Well, have you never been to an A&W All-American Food?
I've seen them. I don't think I've ever stepped foot in one.
Oh, and they have hot dogs? I don't think they have those in Canada.
I do like hot dogs.
Yeah. Like a fast food hot dog. For a while, Quiznos had hot dogs. And I was like, this is cool.
Oh my god, it's real. They do have the double teen. What the fuck?
I like how people like don't believe it. And I don't know if you're saying this.
I needed to see it with my own eyes.
I get it. And I don't know if James from Texas is referencing it. Like it is called the Burger Family. That is what they're called.
I like how, so Philip discovered the Teen Burger just recently, and this morning he sent me and Zane a text that said, I'm here to announce that the Teen Burger has teen sauce.
Teen sauce.
Why was I not texted about this?
Because we had been talking about the Teen Burger previously.
I'd already been telling them about the Teen Burger, but when I found out about the teen sauce, I had to tell those two.
I'm trying to figure out what this teen sauce even is.
It's a proprietary mayonnaise as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
The fact that it's mayonnaise is just...
I know
It's
really,
mayonnaise.
it makes
It's
it so much
mayonnaise
worse.
with mustard powder and then
It makes it so
caramel and then their spice extract.
Kern 3, are you're in Canada? Or you are is that right? If so, do you know about the teen burger from A&W?
Yeah, if you just joined, we're talking about the teen burger and teen sauce. Oh boy.
That being said, I really do I love root beer. Root beer is my favorite of sodas.
I hate root
Oh,
beer.
I love it.
I'm
One
sorry.
time, oh, can I tell you guys a story about root beer?
We don't have a choice.
One time, that's true, you don't. Well, actually, no. If you said don't, I wouldn't. I would genuinely won't if you don't.
I'm afraid of root beer.
Well, check out this story. I went to BJ's, the restaurant.
Yeah, actually, this is more upsetting because if it's just mayonnaise, that's
Why call it? Yeah. So basically, I went to a BJ's with a couple friends, and this is back when I still consumed the potables. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. They had a root beer cocktail.
Mm.
It was root beer and Jaeger. And I was like, oh, hell yes. Oh, herbaceous sensationist. So I got it. And I drank it, and I said, oh, this is weird and very medicinal, but I like it. And one of the people I was with, I said to her, I was like, would you like to try this? And she said I would. And so she took her straw and put it into my frosted mug. And it was served in a frosted mug. What a cocktail. So she put it in, and she took a sip, and she hated it she was like pulling back. She like took a sip and was pulling back, and she hated it that she spit it all directly back into my drink. Like out of her straw. Just...
Did you still drink it?
Of course I still drank it. I wasn't going to waste something that delicious. Nothing could have survived in there anyway. Oh. Yeah,
They also have a spicy papa sauce.
There's a spicy papa sauce. Yeah, they got some sauces there.
At least they didn't call it the spicy teen sauce.
I believe that the matzo
Oh,
burger,
but that's
the
worse.
spicy teen sauce. That sounds great.
Yeah.
But it's
No.
what you really want to be is like, can I get papa sauce on my teen burger? my teen spicy papa sauce from A&W. Wait, do you know about this? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. The point is, maybe they have that in the US. Maybe that's not just the Canadian. Point is, a girl spat into my my root beer cocktail one time. That's the story. Oh, it's like a sriracha mayo. There you go. Well,
I want to play a game.
You want to play a game? That's fine. So I will mention that this is actually the first time in a very long time, because though we've had a couple of sessions of this game, it was with one ear than the other. So we haven't actually checked in with Cora and Louise since a rather major event occurred, in which they do we say they? Do we want to single out who done? How should I phrase it?
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Chicago. I get that. That's from the musical Chicago.
Correct.
Give him the old razzle dazzle.
That was a reference.
That's what they call a reference. Did you know that the cell block tango is the most performed thing for women of a certain age who really were into the cell block tango?
Wow. Shocking.
I did.
Are
perform-
shocking together.
One time in high school, I wasn't prepared with the monologue that I should have been for my theater class, and so I used one of the monologues from the Cell Block Tango.
That's amazing.
Well, the point is, Cora
Yeah,
Murder
but I
Man.
did it with Sarah's monologue from the beginning of Labyrinth.
It's pretty good. Well, in our last game with Cora and Louise, Ted was kind of like pushed into a ravine. Jake showed up at the house where they were staying. I guess I should go back a little further. People who worked on the magazine Strange Lore decided to take a trip to get away from a guy named Jake who was harassing Louise. Upon doing so, they also picked up Cora's new neighbor, Odette, and her very normal woman servant. Is that what you could say? The equivalent of a manservant?
Maid.
Maid?
housekeeper, imp.
So there's not a good lady form of manservant.
Handmaid, maidservant, housekeeper, housemaid.
Yeah, it's fine. It makes more sense.
Housemaid and chef. Extraordinary.
You could just go with the gender-neutral attendant.
Yeah, or attendant. I like that. Anyway, Wednesday was there, who's totally normal, and Ted.
House girl.
House girl? That sounds
Yeah.
like a problem. In any case, they went to Cora's beautiful Hamptons, Cora's family's house out in the Hamptons. But unfortunately, Jake followed them because he was a dog with a bone. And he pushed Ted into a ravine, came to the house, made threats, swaggered around, and it effectively sort of made it so Cora felt her only option was to kill him, which she did.
Well, he just happened to die. We don't.
Well, no, you stabbed him repeatedly. You stabbed him once, and then you stabbed him in the chest. But Wednesday said, basically, then they were like, oh, and Odette and Ted were both really freaked out by the things he said. Wednesday, however, kind of took charge at this point and said we should not call the cops. Oh, because Jake had gotten the local cops real on his side in a real cool way. Because wasn't that really fun when Jake showed up and the cops were like, oh, this guy's nice, and just thought you guys were hysterical? That was pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in any case, Wednesday really took charge because her lady Odette was really freaking out, and Wednesday went and got a meat cleaver and told you guys all to leave. So I think that in light of that, we're going to maybe skip some time, but I'm going to ask you guys about maybe some certain things about what it is you might have done. I guess I should also mention, of importance, but perhaps not this, the group also were deciding that they wanted to do some of their own work. Some horror comics and adaptation of Dracula became a big fun thing that Louise was going to maybe sort of... Or wait, have they talked about Dracula yet in this? Maybe they hadn't even gotten to that part yet.
I don't think so.
Oh, we've only heard about that. Oh no, he did. Ted said he was dreaming of Lugosi and wanted to do it. He talked to
right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but we have, however, confirmed from our very convoluted additional stuff that eventually does happen, and Louise Clay does paint a beautiful adaptation of Dracula that Ted has written. And we do know a lot of other fun things about the future, about the Fireflight animated series in the 90s that only came to be because Amanda and Olivier rekindled their love in Montreal. We only know about the Crisis War event written by Malcolm Nightingale that, thanks to Carlotta Pastore, was a big part of that too. I realize Pastore it could be Pastore, that could be a Spanish language last name or an Italian last name, or Portuguese for that matter. I think in my head I was thinking Italian, but it doesn't have to be. Carlotta seems kind of Italian, but what do I know? Also German, actually.
Close enough.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot is going on, but I think we are going to basically hand wave you guys home from the Hamptons. I think that's what I'm trying to get to.
Sure.
But a question I will ask is how... Okay, I'll phrase it like this. The attendant, the house girl, Wednesday, is able to... You guys are sort of sent out of the room, and everyone is in shell shock. And I'm going to sort of basically say that, you, Ted, Odette... you two, Ted and Odette, are just kind of staring at the ocean for a few hours. Wednesday returns after a few hours and says, actually she asks for Ted's help with carrying some things. And Ted says okay, even though he's been pushed down a ravine, but he goes with her. And they're gone for a while. If either of you look into the main hallway of the house, however, it is pristine. How long they returned that night? How long do you think you would stay in this house, Cora?
Probably maybe that one night just to like debrief and make sure that we're all on the same page with everything. But I feel like the next morning we would have left.
Okay. All right.
Probably as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Understood. So they leave the next morning. And then, as a sort of follow-up to this, how long before you guys go back to work? Do you take a few days in the city?
I would probably go with like whatever Luis
Okay.
wanted to do.
Are we going back on a Sunday?
What day of the... I think we literally had said what day of the week it is, and I don't know if I'll be able to find that, but let me look right quick like. I think... You know what? Oh, no, Wednesday's a person's name. It's not a day of the week. I got so excited when I saw Wednesday in there in the summary. It's like, Wednesday! I'm gonna say that... I think this was all happening kind of on the weekend, so you could be going back on a Sunday, but you might be going back on a Monday.
I would take another day or two and then good to go back to work.
Understood. Perfect. Okay. Then in that case, we are basically going to sort of hand wave the emotional processing of everything. Mm-hmm. Not that you aren't still processing it after a couple of days, because again, Cora, you killed a man. You took a human life.
She's fine with it.
Yeah, but she is. So, as you guys... What do you have to do? However, Ted does return to work kind of as soon as they're back. He just kind of will sort of tell you, Cora, like, all right, so I'm going to go on back. Don't take as much time as you need. I'll make an excuse for you guys. It's fine.
Okay, I'm fine, but
I know,
I'm gonna hang with Luis.
I get it. So Ted goes back for a couple days. So on whatever day you guys decide to return, do you think it's on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? What do you think, Louise?
I'm gonna say Wednesday.
Sure.
But let's just call it a Thursday.
Okay.
To make it easier on you too.
That's fine. On a Thursday. I will also say that in the halls of your building, Odette is across the hallway and she sort of sees you a couple of times, and she doesn't seem like unfriendly, but she kind of doesn't stop to chat. She just, goes back into her quarters. Wednesday does bring you guys some strawberry tarts, though. But it's Thursday morning. Oh, I'm playing the wrong kind of music. I should be playing my jazzier self-created music that is royalty-free. Hold on. What am I doing? Playing that, like...
It's been a while since we've been here, guys.
Guys, Let me tell you.
It has been a minute.
In the immortal words of the greatest band of all time.
It's been a while.
That was the joke I was trying to go with. So, it's Thursday morning. If Louise feels ready to return.
Yeah, I guess we've been gone from work long enough. Just say I can't believe that it's over.
I know, and that's the important thing. It's over. And we don't have to think about him ever again. And we shouldn't. Okay? And she'll like grab Luis's hand and be like, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay. Back to work.
Perfect. So, you guys head back to the Premier Periodicals building. Manhattan. You're already in Manhattan, you're on the Upper West Side, but I guess you go down to Midtown. take the elevator up to your floor. You hear shouting in the office. Go ahead and do a listen roll. Let's see if you can identify who this is just by the voice.
Wait, what's this about now?
Ooh, 2 1s. Is it?
2 1s?
Yeah.
This is a D100 system.
What system? I know. I heard.
Did you just roll a bunch of D8s?
I did.
Because what's interesting about that is how many D8s did you roll?
I rolled a 54, FYI.
A 54. All right, which for
There's too many damn systems.
you looked at something and said, "Oh, a listen, okay," and then you picked up. I'm curious what you were.
I'm rolling. I'm on Corinna's sheet from
Other Corinna.
from
Sure.
Monday.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay, hold on.
A 54. Listen, yes, Louise. You all you hear is raised voices.
Success, but not a strong enough success.
A,
Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong
64.
sheet.
It's not even a success for you.
I was on Alice's
There you
sheet.
go. Yeah,
Chaos tonight, everyone.
it's fine.
Combined chaos.
I was like so proud of myself because I had my sheet up and everything, and I was like, I'm ready.
It's all good.
Oh, I got a regular success.
Regular success. With a regular success, you know that it is. You know who it isn't, basically. You know that it is not. It's not Mr. It's not like Mr. Bliss.
Ooh.
And it's not. It's not Mr. Ullman.
Okay. Do I know
But-
if it's Ted?
And it's not Ted.
Okay.
You don't think it's George Turner, who, if you remember, was that kind of like guy who had been like spying on Ted for some reason.
Yeah.
But you're pretty sure it's one of the other editors. But I think with a normal success, you can't quite place the thing, but you know that someone's in there screaming. Someone not from this department is in your department screaming.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Farley? But you're not sure. Mr.
Okay.
Farley does spicy expeditions. That's a callback
That's right.
to the Carl George episode. Don't worry about it.
So Coral will just say it sounds like it's someone from another department. I don't think we've got to worry about that, but let's go. Maybe I can calm him down with some coffee or something.
I
Okay.
think I'll just go back to my seat. I don't really need any more conflict right now.
So if you guys open the door into the Strange Lore bullpen, you see that Ted is like kind of like has a hand on his desk, kind of that leaning, just like smoking, and he looks. Actually, both of you give me a read. Is it read person in the system? Yeah, give me a read person on Ted, because you know Ted pretty well at this point.
Teddy,
Oh, a
Teddy.
4.
4. Jeez. Okay, Cora.
I got a 19.
Well, yeah, you both know Ted. Corin maybe knows Ted to the point that she will bring up how maybe she and Ted should get married to Louise, and Louise is like, wait, do you like Ted? And she's like, no, I just think if I have to get married.
I know
anyway.
him so well.
So, Louise, you have a sense that Ted is like not even amused, but he's like Ted is clearly in an antagonistic situation right now, and his response is to be like smiling at someone, which is probably making that person angrier. The person who is so angry is one Al Star. He is the head of the comics division here at Premier Periodicals, and he is screaming bloody murder, like pointing. He's got a cigar in his hand. And at this point he's still kind of like he's not like a young guy, but he's probably in his like late 30s. He's late 30s. Maybe even like early 30s. But he is like screaming at Ted and accusing him of going behind his back. And this like, I swear, you've been out of the office for so long, and this is what this has all been about. And Ted's just like, and you notice that Mr. Bliss, your boss, is just kind of standing off to the side, like, just not wanting to interrupt this. But Cora, with your 4, which for you would be an extreme, what is your read person score?
It is... Sorry, I have everything crunched together. 79.
It's a 79?
Yeah.
That's such a bummer. If it was if it was an 80, a 4 would literally be a vital success.
Oh. Okay.
You could spend one luck to make it a vital, but you don't get to check the box.
Sure. I'll
Why
spend
not?
1 luck.
So yes, with a vital success into Ted, who you now believe that you are pretty confident that with your vital success, well, 1, if I want to marry Ted, all I have to do is just manipulate him into it, no problem. You're confident you can do that. But 2, no, that's because you've read him so well.
Oh, okay.
This is not you saying you're going to. You're just like, I know this man. He could be mine if I so chose. That's all I'm saying. But 2, Ted is very mad at Al Star, but he is smoking and smirking to make the guy madder. He is using psychological warfare to like anger this man further, and he is angry, but he's by not being affected by it and by smirking, he's just making this guy like Alstar is like red in the face, shouting, screaming, so angry.
Do we enter like behind Alstar? Like, would Ted see like me come in?
I think it's kind of like, I think it's more like profile, like you see the 2 of them squaring off as you enter.
Okay, I'll just go to the. Would they be facing the coffee? Like, if I went to go get like coffee or something, I want to go where I can like make eye contact with Ted.
Okay.
But in a way that it's like, oh, I'm just doing my job.
You can do that fairly unobtrusively. Alstar doesn't see anything right now. I mean, he's making a huge scene in someone else's office. He's not paying much attention.
Okay. Would the read person carry over into me being like...
I mean, read person is you understanding Ted's thing. If Ted, like, clocks you, he doesn't even, like... He just kind of keeps... He'll look at you, but he doesn't give you any kind of, like, nod or anything, and instead he'll, like, look at Al, and then he looks at his watch. He puts some ash into his ashtray and just kind of looks back at Al with this look of, like, go ahead, sweetie. And that leads Alstar to, like, get even more furious. That's what's going on. If either of you would like to say anything, you're welcome to, but otherwise...
Actually, can I just make a cup of coffee and give it to take it to Mr. Bliss to see if he might...
You absolutely can. You can pour... First of all, the coffee situation is a disaster since you've been out for, like, over a week. Or 2 weeks. And so you can sort of make a thing of coffee. Honestly, I think Alstar will probably, like, storm out before that.
Oh, okay.
Just telling Ted that he's not, like, telling Ted basically, like, you're not gonna go over my head to like Ullman's on my side, you better remember that. You know talent hack or whatever, and then he walks out and slams the door. But he slams the door in such a way that the door just opens again. You know that thing?
Yeah, it, like, bounces.
It's like that was not effective. By this time, you've made some coffee, which you could take to Mr. Bliss, who's still just kind of staring.
Okay, sounds like a rough morning, huh?
Oh, that's good. Oh, you're back.
Yep.
Is everyone okay now? You and Miss Clay?
Yes. Everything is back to normal.
Okay, good. Your bodies are functioning right again. Okay, good.
Yeah. Back on track. Anything I should know about what's been going on, or this?
Oh, I don't. That's none of my business. Although I guess it was happening in the middle of my floor, but
It was.
Well, actually, you're right. Ask Mr. Fountain. Tell Mr. Fountain I need to see him.
Will do. And
Okay.
she'll go to Ted.
Okay. Ted no longer is smirking.
Well, that was a very loud interaction. Are you doing okay?
I'm totally fine. Good morning.
Mr. Bliss wants to talk to you. Good morning.
Bliss wants to talk to me?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Coffee?
No thanks. He just goes into Mr. Bliss's office. He will, however, spot Louise and kind of like, he will give Louise a nod of like, everything's okay. He maybe even tries to like, you know how when like you're around a little kid and you're really stressed and the kid's getting upset, so then he like he's trying to like model not being stressed because he knows Louise is stressed. Yeah, it's that vibe. Anyway, he goes in and goes.
Cora will clean the coffee area.
Sure, there's a lot to do.
Would I be able to overhear what they're saying?
Sure, you can make a listen roll if you'd like to. No problem.
No, 80.
You cannot hear what's happening. Louise, if you'd like to make a look roll, if you think Louise would be paying attention, you could make a look roll.
Yes, she definitely would be. Okay.
Go for it.
12.
12 for your look is very good. That is an extreme success. So I'm gonna say that like Bliss kind of brought Ted. He like closed the door. The blinds are a little down in his little kind of walled off office thing. But Louise kind of just like leans down and looks through the blinds. And the body language of this is Mr. Bliss is like yelling at Ted. He's not yelling, but he's just, since you had an extreme, I'm going to even give you kind of like a little bit of like, you're not going to actually read the lips of anyone here, but I'm going to say that Louise gets the sense from the body language and Ted doing a couple of like Ted is doing the universal gesture of, I didn't do anything. Like, what do you... he's doing this a lot.
Okay, yeah.
And basic... To the extent that you think that Mr. Bliss basically just called him in to be like, how dare you interrupt my office with this stuff? It's like, I didn't do anything! The guy came in and he was yelling at me. But Bliss is just like, we'll just keep this stuff out of this office. So in other words, Ted is now getting yelled at by someone else.
Oh, God. Poor Ted. What a thing. Can I go tell Cora what I think is happening?
Absolutely.
I think Ted's getting the riot act.
Oh, well, Bliss likes to be the center of attention in his own office, so I figured something like that might happen because he didn't actually know what was going on, so...
Yeah, I know. I feel bad. Like it's.
Oh, this had nothing to do with us being gone. I can guarantee you.
But didn't they just say something like that?
Not about us being gone, specifically. I don't think.
What was it about Ted being gone?
Well, who? It doesn't matter.
Okay, so that's a yes.
Well, I don't know for sure. I didn't hear everything. Or it'll be fine.
He got shoved down a ravine and now he's getting reamed out 2 different ways. It's just not
He
fair.
survived a war and a murder attempt. He can survive Mr. Bliss yelling at him and Mr. Star as well. And she'll lean in and say, and we're working on our, second deal here. So,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well maybe we can still do something nice for him. I just feel badly that he's...
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Twice in a day. I don't know. Gosh, what is Ted like? A good drink?
Oh, so Buko.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't.
I thought he did.
We had like flashbacks looking at Osabuco.
Oh, that's right.
What is Ted like?
Why am I warning him of that? Please take Ted to get Osabuco.
No, I couldn't remember the guy. Oh, I only remembered the name.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just play it by ear and see what he wants to do? He might want to get rid of us for a day.
Yeah, he's probably had enough of us for a while.
I'll tell you what. I'll grab a bottle of whiskey or something and put it in his desk.
Okay, yeah, that. I think booze is the right call. That or a cigar. Both.
I'll do both. Gotta clean up the office though. These men don't know how to handle anything.
No.
Phil.
I will actually
Like-
add that. So if you guys remember George Turner, he was that sort of, he was kind of the guy who was like, he was spying on Ted. Remember this at all?
Yeah.
And you guys kind of like got something out of his back pocket by like he's kind of like a more like middle-aged guy, and you kind of like you I'm not gonna say you sort of honey trapped him, but you like you kind of like distracted him so that he would ever but you do notice that he is here, and he is like he looks very like not necessarily nervous, but just very like, what is going on? Like, ooh, this is a big kind of like a lot's happening right now. So he's kind of there at his desk, and he also is sort of staring at Bliss's office, but he's not paying attention to you two, but he's definitely like paying attention over there.
Can I walk by his desk and see if there's anything like on it that he's
Sure. Go ahead and make a look roll as you pass his desk.
54, which is a regular success.
54 regular success for you. Then yeah, you notice that he has notes for. You can tell they are just notes for stuff he's writing. Nothing stolen. Nothing. He hasn't hide anything quick. Nothing suspicious.
And it seems to only be stuff that we're working on in our office.
Yeah. It's some story that he's been working on since before you guys left town, for sure.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
He seems very heightened right now, very edgy, like very nervous about that exchange because, I guess he was presumably spying for someone at some point, so yeah.
You know what? She'll take him coffee too. Whenever she just wants to see if somebody will talk, she'll just take coffee.
She'll bring coffee, and he goes, oh, hey there.
Hi.
Hey, Cora, glad to see you back. Well, so that was kind of crazy earlier, right?
Yeah,
No.
I walked in the middle of it, and I was trying to figure out what was going on.
It's pretty rude of him to be shouting and using that kind of language for the ladies, if you ask me.
Oh, well, I've heard worse.
I kind of thought.
What?
Honestly, I was kind of surprised Mr. Bliss just let him keep screaming,
Oh, well, you know how Mr. Bliss is.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're the editor, you gotta say, that's enough, buddy. Oh, thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome.
Oh, this tastes good again. Wow.
Is there anything I should know about? Do you think he's gonna come back? Mr. Starr?
Mr. Starr, don't worry about Mr. Starr. He and Ted got a whole thing going on. And honestly, to be honest with you, Cora, and he kind of like looks really intent. He looks very, he does he's not being like gross or dismissive. He's trying to give you some like genuine avuncular advice here. He goes, Cora, listen, don't get involved. Like, don't get between those two. Believe me, like, don't get involved with that.
Oh, wasn't planning on it. Are you involved in that?
No. Don't. Why would I be involved?
Can I do a read person?
Yeah, but you also already know he is. But
Well,
if you go ahead and read. Yeah, this would be read person, but yeah.
I just want to see 48, which is a regular success. I just know what I know. Or
He definitely. Basically, I'll say your read person.
do I think he called, gave him more information that caused?
You have no sense of if he caused the outburst today, but he definitely feels like I shouldn't have been helping either. I should have just keep my head down and write about the aliens.
Does it seem like he's done with?
I think that you believe that he is genuinely telling you don't get. Yes, I think you genuinely believe. Like, could Alistar strong arm him into doing it again? Probably. Yeah. But, like, he would earnestly say, no more of that. Oh, yeah, that's his vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Cora will say, well, thank you so much for the tip. Yeah, maybe we should all stay out of that, huh?
Oh, you're right. All right, I'm gonna work on my, here we go. And he just goes back to his writing. The large-bosomed alien princess. Yeah. Oh, maybe she's got 3 of them. Oh, hold on. Anyway, yeah, so as he continues writing. Um, Ted emerges from Bliss's office. And just goes over to his desk. Gets his coat. Starts walking out of the bullpen.
Out of the office?
Mhm.
Wait, does he just take his coat?
He gets all his stuff.
Like all of it?
Yeah. No,
clears-
not like all his not all his papers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But certainly like what he'd bring into the office in a day, he grabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Cora will walk over to him and say, "Hey, I don't want to stop you or anything, but if you need anything, I'm a call away. Also, me and Luis wanted to get you a bottle of something and a cigar if you wanted. Box of cigars.
You don't need to. No, don't. You don't have to get me anything.
Well, you didn't have to do a lot of what you did, so."
Actually, can you call up to the top floor and see if Mr. Allman can see me?
Yeah.
Thank
She will do that.
He'll kind of want. Oh, at this point, Mr. Bliss comes over to you, Louise, and looks at the art you're working on and says, "Oh, well, this is very good."
Well, thank you.
Oh, I was frustrated that you've been out of the loop for so long, but this actually looks very good. So.
Oh well, well, everyone made sure I was kept up to date on things that were happening, even though I wasn't here, and I think.
I don't want to hear about whatever was going on with your unmentionables. Just.
Well, no, I won't miss any beats.
No, I can see that. Just we can't make a habit. People working from home. I mean, that's preposterous. We can't let that stand. But.
Sure, yeah, I understand. Being in the office is very important.
It's like it's the only reason. I mean, this is Manhattan. You understand how much we're paying for these offices. The rent on this building is probably like
$5,000.
I think at this time it costs us almost yeah. It costs us almost $400 to rent this building every month.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he'll sort of say, but no, this looks very good. I think Miss Appleyard will be happy about this. She actually stopped in and was very disappointed no one was here. But I tried to explain it was woman problems, and then she said something rude to me that I didn't quite understand. But she's a wonderful, classy lady. Okay. Well.
Right.
All right. But,
Okay.
This is going to be our cover. You'll finish this today, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
Because we're going to the press today, so I'm glad you're finally back. All right. Very good. And he'll just kind of. Actually, he'll tell one of the layout boys to kind of come look at what you're doing, and the layout guy just like, "Hey, afternoon, Louise. I'm a guy you see all the time, but I don't have a name as the first appearance of the thing. But we joke around anyway. Layout of this, yeah, I'm gonna go get my stuff ready.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Love that guy. Favorite character.
He's so nice. So yeah, Cora, if you call up, we don't have to role play it, but if you sort of call up, actually, let's role play it. Because I want to see how it'll be based on some things, so
Okay.
go ahead. Oh no, she froze.
I'm
You
calling
froze.
Mr. Almond's office.
You frozen. Oh, never mind. She's not frozen anymore. Your nightmare came true.
Oh no!
You froze in a really bad position.
Oh,
That's what she
no! He
hates.
did it again.
You're good now, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm calling.
Okay, you can call up there. Edward Allman's office. She's out.
She's frozen again.
All right. She has connectivity issues. It's fine. Oh no, I'm sorry. And even worse, Zane's watching Fallout right now. So are they not able to watch that? Oh my god, that would be worse.
Doop-a-doop.
So anyway, Louise.
Yeah. Okay.
Ted doesn't leave because of this going on. So after Bliss kind of walks away and kind of gives Ted a dirty look, and Ted just lights another cigarette, he'll sort of come over to you and yeah, Laura just said her internet dropped completely. So,
First
there we
stream.
go. Knew that was about to happen. Poor Loro. Well, we'll vamp for a bit, but not for too long. Ted will head over to you, Louise, and kind of look at the art and go, "Oh, I hadn't seen this yet."
Is it bad? Is it good? I
No,
know
it's real good. It's really sorry, I just kind of I kind of already wrote this story of Alice and the Princess of Tinnerval. My mind's been on other things. No, that's great. That's a great.
Oh well, I can draw whatever you need if there's something else you need me to work on.
No. Finish this. This is gonna be the cover, so yeah, take your time. Sorry about all this kind of craziness. I feel like it's.
Are you okay? Are you in trouble because of me?
No. Louise, no. It's nothing to do with you. This is I've been remember about 1,000,000 years ago, all that stuff about like radio stations turning into TV stations and this company.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Well, there's been some developments on that front, and some people found out about it, and
Oh.
not exactly in the timing I was hoping they would. So, point is, I don't know how long I have at this company. Maybe a real long time. I don't know. I need to talk to the big boss, but he's often busy,
Oh. Well, when you say not a real long time, what are we talking about?
Nothing's guaranteed. I could be out today. I could be out. I'll be out someday. One way or another, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what's going on, but this has nothing to do with you. You're just doing great work. You should be fine. Also, Louise, I'm going to tell you something. You are talented. So, you're always going to have work. You can do this. So, you're always going to have a place to be.
Thank you, but I guess I don't know. This place wouldn't be the same without you. I don't know.
Well, I only just started here. You've been working in this office a lot longer than I have.
Yeah, but once someone becomes a fixture, then it's just hard to remember what life was like before them. It's almost like, gosh, like I was not even really here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know, you ever feel like I feel like we're standing right, I feel like a lot of stuff's gonna change. I feel like that every day, but we're really looking at. He kind of gestures to your space looking, art. We're right about into the future. It's going to be 1950 before you know it. People are going to, half century. A lot of people weren't sure we'd make it that far. Everything's fine, I just, there's always someone who's trying to drag you back down. And he kind of, the way he looks at the door, he's talking about Alstar.
Right.
You know what the worst thing about him is? About Alstar?
Mm-mm.
Is he is a goddamn genius. If he wasn't such an asshole, excuse my language. I feel like there are times where the two of us will be talking, and despite the genuine antipathy we have for each other, there are moments where I really feel like we come up with very fun things. I want to rip his mustache off and shove it down his throat.
Lisa's gonna giggle at that imagery. Yeah, I think I have an idea of what you mean. It's like what they say, don't meet your heroes, right?
Don't meet your heroes. It's a very, although he was never a hero of mine.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but I just mean, you know.
Again, he's just the worst.
Welcome,
Oh my
Raiders.
god, I'm so sorry. I am not below women right now. There we go. Okay. Whew, better. Oh, hello Raiders. Welcome. Welcome to Office Simulator 1947. This is an RPG in which we're in the offices of a science fiction prose magazine in 1947 called Strange Lore. And it's really just interpersonal conflicts and like stuff about like corporate things and corporate expansions and literally Lauren's character today, what she's really done is made coffee well. So
Yeah, and you know what? It solved a lot of problems.
yeah, so that's what you joined for. We appreciate
Good
you
coffee
being here.
does a lot. Look, you know what? They missed our possessed, returned from the war fiance murder episode.
Well,
I don't know what to say.
that is true. You know what?
Did I make
Today.
Sorry, what did you say, Lauren?
Did I make the call?
Sure. We will have you make the call. Go ahead and we'll roleplay the call. Meanwhile, but you didn't. Louise and Ted just had such a huge conversation. You'll never know what they said.
I'll watch the VOD.
That's fine. Or I'll just tell you. So yeah, but if you call up, you will hear Edward Allman's office.
Hi, I was wondering if Mr. Almond had time to speak to Mr. Fountain.
Oh, one moment. Let me check. She hangs up.
Thank you.
Or she holds you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Yes, Mr. Ullman unfortunately will not have any time to see... Wait 1 second. I see. Mr. Ullman will be out of the office today and will... Oh, actually, no. Mr. Ullman says he would have time to speak to Mr. Fountain.
Perfect. I'll send him up now.
Oh, yes, send him up now, please.
Perfect. Thank you.
So Cora, you look over and Ted is kind of talking to Louise. Ted is doing this gesture. You don't hear what he's saying from across the room, but he's going. And then Louise starts laughing at an image.
Okay, she's gonna go up to Ted and say, he's ready to see you.
Okay. Thank you, Cora. Louise, you just, keep at it. And he'll... Ted stands up, back straight. You know how men used to have posture? Not like we do now. They used to be these, just upright. He stands straight, walks out.
All right. Well, guess he's off to another kind of battle or something. Do you want coffee? Oh my gosh, I'm so rude. And she'll actually not wait for the answer. She'll just go get herself.
Thank you.
And she brings it back.
Thanks, Cora.
Of course. Well, I guess we just wait to see what's going on.
Well, Ted said he might not be working here much longer.
Why?
Something about the radio and the TV show, TV station.
Is he a part of it?
guess so.
What about our thing?
Well, no, I didn't ask. I was just kind of so shocked that he might be leaving at all.
Well, you know, these jobs, sometimes they're not forever. Unless you're someone like Bliss.
Cora, can I get another coffee, please? I really it really has been falling apart without you here. Yeah.
She'll just nod at Luis and go make him more coffee.
The rest of the day passes. I will say that Ted has not returned after like an hour, which seems odd. Another hour passes, still no sign of him.
Do we know where Ted lives?
You have never been to Ted's house.
That's true. I'm sure Cora could actually find out, but she's not going to.
You absolutely could find out where he lives.
She's not going to do that.
That's weird. You have the access to find his address.
I won't.
It's 123 Fifth Avenue on Uppercut Drive.
I'm just putting the office back together. It's
Understood.
falling apart.
It probably does take all day.
Somewhere we could ring him at.
And Louise, I'll say that as the sort of day goes on, why don't you give me, because it is your sort of sort of primary thing in life. Give me one of those compose create rolls to finish off this painting. Ren, remember you get your bonus on that. So roll your 10s twice.
Right. Okay, that is a 40. Which is just a normal success.
Normal success, but it was mostly finished. So you successfully complete the work you to a point where you are happy saying, "This is done." And sure enough, that layout guy's like, "Not a moment too soon. I gotta go lay this out in front of the mimeograph. Is that what we use now? Who knows?" And your head's out. I couldn't tell you. In any case, yeah, you guys. But the day is done, and Ted has not returned. It's 5 o'clock
Louise,
somewhere, specifically here.
She's still staying with me, right?
Up to her.
You can.
Yeah, I guess we just haven't. I'm still a little shell shocked at night, having nightmares and stuff. So I'm just staying with you till the end of the week, and then we're gonna try and move me back home.
I forget. I have an extra room in my apartment, right? But Ted was staying in that one.
No, I think you don't. I think it's a one bedroom. I think she's just been on. Oh no, that's right. You do have an extra room because she was sleeping on the couch, and you're like, I have another bedroom, and she was like,
Yeah.
What?
That's exactly how it went.
Exactly like that. 100%.
Real grounded, normal stuff.
So I'm sure this conversation happened at some point when they were talking about it. But like Cora has offered for her to like move into the extra room if she wants.
Oh, like
to.
Permanently?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Well, let's have that conversation right now. Let's say it has never come up before.
Okay. Are we leaving the office now?
Yeah, you guys can. I mean, Mr. Bliss will say, "All right," and he'll say, "Fountain never came back, huh?"
No, I think he had a, getting yelled at takes a lot out of you.
Well, I had to do what I had to do.
What exactly did you have to do?
Oh, I just told him to stop bringing this business here. Quite frankly, I don't know why he talks to Mr. Ullman so much. That's something only I'm supposed to be doing, or I suppose Mr. Starr.
Well, it seems like Mr. Ullman came to talk to him.
Wait, he went to talk to Mr. Ullman?
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, what?
What? She'll just close the door. So I guess as they're walking to the elevator, she'll say to Louise, you can stay with me as long as you want. And when you're ready, we can take you back to your apartment. But also, you can just move in with me. I've got the extra room. I don't use it for anything
Oh,
aside from my dead.
Well, why would you want a roommate if you have such a fabulous place on your own and you can...
Well, why would I want to be alone in a place like that? I mean, truly, I had friends in other circles, but when I left that life behind, I don't really have many friends. And you're one of them, and, it'd be nice to have a friend.
I get that.
To live with, if you want.
Well, let's see how the end of the week goes, and if I don't drive you crazy now that the threat of danger isn't looming over our heads or something.
Well, I mean, and vice versa. I know it can be a lot, so.
Oh, no.
Well, we'll see how this goes. I've got the room either way. You don't even have to live there. You can just visit on the weekends or whatever. Let's go get Ted that bottle. And those cigars. That was a great idea.
Yeah, let's do that.
So,
I don't know how she's going to find Ted, but, whatever.
well, if you want to, you can find out where he lives.
I don't want to. That's creepy. She's not going to.
Okay.
Ted has strong boundaries. I'm not going to break them.
Yeah, some boundaries, all right. So, if Louise and Cora go, and you're gonna go shop, Ted told you not to get him anything, but if you want to go shop and buy him some stuff, doesn't matter.
When do I listen to Ted?
That's fair. If you make it back to your apartment, or unless you're going somewhere else.
No. Okay. Once we pick up the stuff.
As you guys sort of get back to your apartment, as you walk up to your door, the door across the hallway swings open, and Odette is there and says, "Oh yes, I was. Look. Oh, I mean, you're here. How convenient. Hello, Cora. Hello, Louise. How are you both faring? I'm feeling much better myself after a few days."
Good. Us too.
Yeah, us too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just wondering if would you like to come over and have a nightcap?
She'll look at Luis to see what the vibe is.
Louise just movies.
Also, one of you do a read person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we do a read person?
Yeah, that's
Go
person
ahead.
on her.
Yeah.
But she also wants to default. She doesn't want to put Luis through anything else. It's gonna depend on Luis. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay.
I understand.
I rolled a 64.
Let's see. Good old Louise. That is a normal success.
Yes.
I will say that Odette certainly seems how she was most of the time, and you probably have a mild suspicion that Odette has been standing at her door, like looking through the people, waiting for you guys to get back.
Okay. So she's definitely anxious to spend time with us.
Yeah. You suspect there's a reason.
Just kind of shrug at Cora and go, I mean, I guess we can.
Yeah, let me just put the stuff down real quick.
Oh, of course. Yes. No rush at all.
Sure, I'll follow Cora in.
Sure. You guys could go in and drop stuff off, and you can chat privately if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally up to you. We don't have to.
It just seems like she's itching to talk to us. I think if we don't now, we will later eventually. It's just...
Yeah, and after everything we all went through, we might as well.
Yeah, plus, I mean, well, I forgot. Was she present when we did the thing? Was she unconscious, Philip?
Oh, no, she was there. She
I
was
thought
there
maybe-
talking about... She was there going, "Father, grandfather." She was
Right.
really freaking out.
Yeah.
He's my father. He's my grandfather.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought maybe she'd fainted or something for some reason.
She was gone, but she was conscious.
Conscious? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I mean, I feel like she kind of knows some stuff. We should probably stay on her good side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't want to push you to do anything either. You don't even have to talk. You know me. I'll talk enough for the both of us.
Sure.
And she'll go back into the hall. And is she still out there, or should I knock on the door?
No, she is back in. Oh, the door has actually been propped open for like,
okay.
like in preparation for you guys as like a come on in. If you walk in and she says, yes, so I thought, I don't know, I just asked Wednesday to whip something up real quick here, just so we can have a quick drink. And there is a, like, preposterous, like, bar set up of multiple, like, pre-made cocktails, you know. It looks like what, like, a catering thing would be. There's, like, 4 distinct cocktails, but there's, like, a tray with, like, 3 of various different cocktails and champagne and all sorts of stuff that you can try, you know.
Cora will say more loudly than you know is normal to see if Wednesday can hear. She's gonna say, "This spread is incredible. I'm always so impressed by Wednesday's work." Odette.
And Wednesday from behind you, where you didn't notice her, goes, "Oh, thank you, miss. That's very kind of you to say, miss. Louise, I do have a strawberry sidecar that I've concocted for you. If you'd like to try that."
Oh, how interesting. Yes, thank you.
Yes, miss. It's the greatest drink anyone's ever had, by the way. The strawberry sidecar. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Are
you speaking from experience now or in game?
I'm saying in game Wednesday did it. But also, oh my god, a sidecar is so good, you guys. Have you ever had a sidecar, Lauren?
Yes, at Carthay Circle, actually.
So good. Anyway, point is, Odette kind of gestures you in. Oh, also, Odette's apartment is now finished. It is painted. It is... The thing about Odette's apartment is it is kind of garish in a lot of ways. You know, like, it's like all this, like, super antique, expensive furniture. But she's also had the walls sort of painted and wallpapered in these very, very busy, loud... It's almost like that, like, maximalist... You know, that sort of vibe. It's a lot in here, but she sits down on some, like, you know, beautiful kind of chaise lounge and gestures for you guys to sit on, you know, a tufted ottoman or some other thing, you know, nearby, and she's just sipping her little cocktails. It's delicious. So, ladies, I don't want to get into sort of the unpleasantness that we, you know, engaged in. I don't need to bring that up, but I do need to bring up that, it has sort of confirmed some things to me, and I would imagine to you as well. Without going into the details of what sort of, she kind of looks at Louise with genuine, you know, like, without getting into details of what had happened there, I certainly... There were spirits at play, obviously. There were dead people come back to life. So the point is, I'm going to be holding a seance. I've contacted a very, very well-established medium here in New York City, and she said that she could hold a seance for me to sort of get to the bottom of the experiences we'd had. And I simply thought that you both must come, but also you don't have to come, of course, but I thought you certainly should be entitled to do so.
Oh,
can I do another read person on how genuine she is about us not having to come?
Sure. Do
Like,
a read person.
Is she genuine about that? Or...
Go ahead, do a read person.
56. Just a regular success.
You think she'd like you to come. You're not sure if she will actually be offended if you don't.
Okay.
But you do know that she 100% believes it. Like, there is no, like, while you were processing the end of, like, a, you know, like being free of a stalker, but all the darkness that sort of came with that, Cora, while you were processing that you took a human life, this woman has been processing, go surreal, go surreal, go surreal, my father/grandfather is still there, okay, alright. So basically, this is her kind of, you ever seen the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow?
Oh yeah.
Remember the scene where when Ichabod Crane first sees the Headless Horseman, he freaks out, and then he's catatonic for 2 days, and then he emerges like, all right, so here's what we have to, you know, he kind of like, he's processed it out. That's Odette's vibe right now.
I will default to Luis once again because I will not force her to do anything.
Luis is just gonna ask Odette, you know, do you really think we should be messing around with spirits? If there are spirits, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's always bad.
Oh, Louise, darling, this is why having money, this is where having money comes in. That's why I've hired such an accomplished medium. Someone who can protect us, because unlike many people who sort of, maybe think, maybe I hear my dearly departed grandmama saying this, or, oh, yes, I can speak to my dead husband that. No, we know the truth.
Would I have any past paranormal experiences or anything that would lead me to believe that this could actually work?
Louise, I'm going to say the following. If Louise believes she has seen ghosts at any point, you are certainly free to. That can be a thing in your backstory. You don't have any demonstrable proof of like a ghost sighting, and you don't have any sort of like, you don't have any like super intense, if you can decide if your character thinks ghosts are real or not. You can decide if your
I
character
don't have
has
any
seen a
reason
ghost.
to say be wary of the possibility of a possession happening as a result of this seance.
Probably not something that is like deeply in your mind. Yes, Cora.
Did Cora ever see Maisie move or anything like that?
No, Maisie never moved. Maisie's just a doll.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Oh my God! That reminds me. What happened to Maisie?
What did happen to Maisie?
Didn't Ted take her? Or wouldn't he? I mean, he probably did.
Ted
I
would
would
have
assume.
asked to take Maisie. Would you have let him?
Oh, and she would have absolutely been like, yes, get that thing out of here.
Putting it in the beginning of the recap. And do.
We did a lot of hand waving, but
Ted
that absolutely
takes-
did happen.
It's been a while. There are threads that we very understandably
Ted's got
lost track
Maisie.
of.
Ted's got Maisie. Oh, Lauren. I would. Oh, thank you. That's brilliant. You're brilliant.
You're welcome. What? I'm scared now. What did I do? What did I just do?
You just made the horror real.
Oh boy.
Oh, Ted has Maisie. Oh my God, Ted has Maisie. Yes, Ted has Maisie. So any case, so Louise, I will say there's no like roll on that. It's just if you think Louise has seen a ghost here or there, but you certainly have not had anything where you're like knowledgeable about demonic possession and think it is probable.
How? When are you planning the seance?
Well, I was going to tomorrow night, but if there's another night better for you two, then I'll certainly do it then.
Oh well, it's something we might want to sleep on and think about if that's okay.
Oh.
Right, Louise?
Yeah.
Well,
I
of
think
course.
I might feel more comfortable leaving.
No, then yes, please think on it. I can keep her. Yes, in a couple of days would also be fine. And if please invite Mr. Fountain.
Oh, okay.
If you'd like to come.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you Wednesday. Does she just pop up some?
Yeah, nowhere to be seen. You look around the room, she's not there, and you look again, and she's there. Yes, miss.
Okay. Thank you so much. These are amazing.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
might ask you for the recipe for some of these. They're amazing.
Oh yes, miss. I can provide you the recipe, miss.
Oh, that would be not right now. We're neighbors. We're gonna. She'll like throw back the drink that she had, and she'll say, "We're just gonna head out."
Oh well, I mean, we don't have to only talk about the seance. You can stay here and drink away your pains with me for as long as you like. But yes, of course.
Thank you. Did you want to head back or have another one?
Yeah, we can head back now.
Okay. Yeah. We just went back to work today, so long day.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Well,
very tired.
it is wonderful to see you both here back in the city, and I look forward to many nights such as this.
Of course. Have a great night, Odette.
Good evening.
Good night, Wednesday.
Good night, miss. She's already at the door, like opening it for you. Good night, miss.
Oh, right.
Miss.
Good night.
So, you guys can go. You get back to your room. If you want to chat, you can.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Cora will just say, "It's completely up to you. That is not something that we have to do." I think she's just going through it. Everybody processes everything differently.
Yeah. I think I'll just I think I do want to sleep on it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. And hopefully Ted will be in the office tomorrow. Would I have his phone number?
You could have written down his phone number if you wanted to from the directory.
I do feel like I would have had that because of everything, and we would. Oh, you know what? We would have exchanged information
Yeah,
because we're planning on doing. Okay.
It is trivially easy for you to find Ted's address and phone number. So if you want to call him, absolutely call him. If you want to
yeah.
If you want to not, you can. Yeah.
Okay. She's just gonna tell Louise. Okay, I'm gonna try to call Ted and invite him to the séance. If you want to do it, I'll. And she just picks up the phone.
Cool. Make a luck roll. Cora is a lucky duck. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 100?
No, I rolled a 2.
Okay. 100 would have been a lot more fun.
No.
But with a 2.
No, thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, 100, somebody would have picked it up. Like some person with like a heavy breather would have picked up the receiver. And like, and been like, "You're too late. He's dead." Hung up.
No.
Okay, so yeah,
we have enough drama.
Yeah. That's true. It's supposed to be a fun night. So, if you call with a 2, you did need better than a normal success, but that is a vital. So I will say that Ted actually answers the phone. Say hello. You can tell it's him.
Ted.
Hey. Hello. Who's
Hey.
this? Oh,
Cora.
Cora. Oh, fuck. Wait. You do hear a woman's voice in the background.
I don't mean to interrupt anything. We just got you something.
You're not interrupting anything. You hear like jostling of something. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, just a couple of things. We got you something and wanted to give it to you, but we can also give it to you tomorrow at work. And I was also wondering if you were going to be at work tomorrow. And we also got invited to a séance by Odette.
Séance?
If you want to talk to some ghosts. Yeah.
Oh.
We don't know if we're going yet, but
Oh, she probably. Yeah. I know why she'd be asking for that. Wait, it's tomorrow?
Yeah, but she did say we could hold off for a couple days. Apparently, it's one of the best mediums money can buy, so.
No, I guess. I feel bad for her. Maybe I should go to that. Or maybe.
Well, if you want, me and Louise might, but we also might not. I'm leaving it up to her.
Yeah, I can do that. But listen, Cora, I need to tell you something.
Okay.
Is Louise there with you?
Yeah. Do you need to talk to her?
Yeah, hold the. Put your heads together. I got to say something to you too.
Oh, Louise. She'll.
As Luis is gonna go over there, he's saying, "Just quiet for a second" to someone in the room. And then he goes, "Listen."
She's gonna wake up.
I had a talk with Mr. Ullman today, and
how'd it go?
I don't know. It went dangerous, but there's an opportunity. Louise, remember I was talking about the future?
Yeah.
Listen, I know, you hear, like, weird sounds as he's, like, trying to, like, muffle something, and he goes, "Listen, we've been talking about doing some work together, remember? We were talking before kind of some things happened, and I don't know if that's still something you guys want to do, but,
Yeah.
Mr. Ullman, Mr. Ullman has decided that he is gonna have me do some stuff for him at a different part of the company. I can still keep doing that stuff, and we'll make it work. I'm worried that, well, I don't know. The point is, I'm going to California.
Oh.
Do you know when?
Next week. You guys should come.
Oh.
To California?
California?
I'll talk to you tomorrow. And he hangs up the phone. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
I like that we said it at the same time.
To California?
And they were just roommates, folks.
Oh my god. Go with him, chants Sophia distracted. Wait, Sophia distracted earlier when you said because she's in love. Who were you saying that about? Are you saying that about Cora wanting Louise to stay with her, or vice versa?
Okay, the thing is, Cora is not in love with any. She loves them because they are her friends, and now they are bonded for life. She's not in love with any of them. I'm sorry to break it. She might be eventually. She only thinks marrying Ted is a good idea because he is a safe male who can be a good partner in business and in life, and that's all she wants. He's a good man, Susanna. Or I don't know the name in that line.
James from Texas. All of Liv and Rose's characters fall in love with each other. Yeah, that's about right. Well, in that case, Lauren, you can say whatever you want, but your behavior says something else. You can tell the lies that Cora tells herself, but we all know the way. We all know the way that you roleplay Cora looking at Louise.
Here's about her friend.
Yep. I'm not even the one saying this. Sophia's saying this. Sophia's pushing this harder than she's pushing Henry Lovestone and Sherlock in their, what was it? Their coffee shop romance, whatever you described that as.
A coffee shop AU.
Coffee shop AU, whatever that. I was like, what is happening? So in any case, well, to California. Who knows what that would mean. But thank you all for watching tonight. This was a lot of fun. It was really nice to have these characters back. I think we'll probably try to do this again in a couple weeks. But yeah, thank you so much. This was great. We have some other games on this channel if you'd like to check them out. Tomorrow night, Enemies to Lovers Coffee Shop AU. That's the phrase. Tomorrow night, we are back with the Dreamlands. You don't even have to vote. It's going to be Dreadfighter because it's the 13th session, and it was a runaway victory for that one. On Wednesday, we should be back with more Top Flight Tales, but don't always quote me on that because we've had some scheduling things. And then on Friday, guys, Blood from a Stone 143 is going to be a thing, so please join us for that. It is a multiple of 13, so you know what that means. Philip does something special.
I'm scared.
You should be scared.
I may or may not be there, and I'm working on trying to be there.
If you're able to be there, it will be a lot of fun, but if you are not, I will. If you are not there, I will carve a little of the fun off for the subsequent week just for you.
Oh, joy.
If that makes sense. If you are unable to come be tormented in a group, I will torment you alone.
Solo, hooray.
So, yeah.
Huzzah.
So yeah, please join us for all of that. And then 1 week from tonight, we'll be back with Here Be Dragons. 2 weeks, we should be back with more Strange Lore. Or something. So yeah, join us for all of that. Go to our Discord to interact with us, our YouTube to watch old episodes, the wiki to read lies about me, things that I never actually said, or wonderful explanations of how these games hook together. Very cool. So yeah, and also thanks for the raid. Thanks to C+ Content for coming on in. That was very kind of you, and for everyone in chat. Much appreciated.
Sorry for my technical difficulty.
We are so glad you made it back.
Me too.
Quite frankly. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Would either of you like to mention any things, promote, plug?
If you're local to LA, I have 2 live shows coming up in May. I'll be posting about them on my Instagram, so follow me there at Olivium.
Very cool. I don't know that I'll ever be able to go to one of your live shows. I think I'll maybe be too nervous.
Why?
Because your head and neck.
Okay, well, first of all, one of them is a Star Trek parody burlesque show.
Yeah, but darn, you're doing a pole thing, you said.
No, I'm actually doing hoop at both.
But hoop, you're still up there. I can't.
I'm doing lollipop for one, and then double backed on a hoop for the Star Trek.
Liv, if you ever do pole or hoop where your costume involves a helmet, I'll be there.
The costume for the Star Trek one does involve some like headpiece stuff because I'm gonna be the Borg Queen.
That's very rad, obviously. But unless it's like a protection rated helmet,
I'm not doing anything too crazy.
You should do a hockey player routine sometime, where the helmet stays on.
No.
And the knee
Is that
pads.
what you're into, Philip?
Genuinely, no. I'm just worried about Liv. Only on people I care about. Well, Sophia says that would be more dangerous. It would mess up your balance. That's what all the motorcyclists said about not wanting to wear motorcycle helmets. They
Okay,
said
but they weren't doing stunts on a pole.
No, but they said they can't see as well without. They said we're safer.
I mean, you can't see as well with a helmet on. That's true,
Yeah.
but
their argument was, if we're in a motorcycle accident, we're dead no matter what. So let us not have a helmet on so we can have better.
Oh,
better
well,
vision.
that's bad because actually you're not dead no matter what. So yeah.
Philip is into safety. Oh my God! I'm literally into a safety dance. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Until next time. To be continued.